Now they're all in. The field is ready, and the starter says, go in the Vase. Away they go, and Hawke's Bay and Viva Macau from their wide draws are showing plenty of speed, and they're both backing a beeline towards the rails. Vasoni's out nicely into third, and Dr. Dino's right up on the speed. Red Rocks is coming across, but caught a bit deep in the early part, so's McLear out very deep. Then Co-Cab from Kijano, Vital King Egerton, Dylan Thomas is back third last, just pulling a little bit on the fence, and at the tail of the field is Everbright and also Arch Rebel. At the post the first time, and Beedman takes Viva Macau to the front, steadies the pace, out by 2 lengths on Hawke's Bay. Vasoni in third, Dr. Dino's fourth on the rails. Red Rocks is coursing deep, turning out of the straight on the outside of Co-Cab, and Kijano on the yellow colours pinned back on the fence. Deeper out is Vital King. McLear's going forward, right off the track McLear, but has been committed to improving her position, the German mare, as they go to the back. Further back in the race to Dylan Thomas from Everbright, and Arch Rebels at the tail of the field. They're going a fairly steady gallop here, and McLear's been able to come from last, and Moore has circled the field on McLear and goes up to eyeball Viva Macau. Vasoni splits the pair in third, Hawke's Bay with cover. Red Rocks is off the track on the outside of Co-Cab. A length further back to Vital King, who's covering the ground around Egerton and Dr. Dino on the rails. Then Kijano from Everbright, Dylan Thomas, and a length and a half off to Arch Rebel at the tail of the field. They've been going a steady gallop right from the outset, and McLear went right around the field and leads at the halfway mark. Out by a length to Viva Macau and Vasoni. Right off the course there, but continuing to bat on is Red Rocks on the outside of Co-Cab, then Hawke's Bay on the rails. Further back to Vital King from Megadon being shaken up. Then Dr. Dino from Everbright, Kijano. Motors but well back in the field here on the short price favourite Dylan Thomas, but staying to the fence for the moment. And Arch Rebel is last as they start to quicken the tempo. Coming to the turn, it's McLear in front from Vasoni getting closer, and Red Rocks the outside. Then Viva Macau from Co-Cab. Vital King's placed under some pressure from Hawke's Bay Egerton. Everbright's pulling to the outside together with Kijano, and Dylan Thomas gives them a big start as they're well into the straight, and Christoph Sumion takes Vasoni clear from Red Rocks. Egerton's running on, then Dr. Dino and Kijano the outside. Vasoni leads inside the 150, but Dr. Dino's coming hard. Dr. Dino raced up to Vasoni. Kijano the outside, but Dr. Dino's coming away for Pellier. Dr. Dino from Kijano and Vasoni. Arch Rebel fourth, followed in by Co-Cab Egerton. Dylan Thomas couldn't pick them up. Then Everbright from Red Rocks, Hawke's Bay, a margin to Viva Macau from McLear, and last to finish was Vital King. He's travelled the world, Dr. Dino. His first appearance in Hong Kong, and Dr. Dino has outstayed them in the mile-and-a-half contest. Kijano has come from well back with his inside running in the most part of the race to run second, and Vasoni, number 5, has run the third. Arch Rebel, number 8 for Ireland, has got home into fourth. Well, Dylan Thomas gave them a big start, too big a start, and he's finished back in a midfield position, going off at an odds-on quote of 1.7 here on the Hong Kong tote. But number 4, Dr. Dino, at $87, has clocked the time of 2:28.2, which is bang-on standard for a Group 1 race over the mile-and-a-half. They're rare contests here in Hong Kong, only 2 domestics and the international Group 1 with the Vase. Dr. Dino, handled by Olivier Pellier. We saw him in Singapore run a tremendous race there. He just kept staying on in the Singapore airline.
That he did. Let's have a look at the replay again, and you can see Dylan Thomas there was in fact well, I thought a little bit slow to get going, and Johnny Murtagh was on the back foot basically from the get-go. Away pretty quickly in the initial stages was Hawke's Bay, and he was able to take up the lead fairly quickly for the Hong Kong contingent. Viva Macau was up on the pace as well, and you can see Sumion there on the German galloper Vasoni. He's going to basically look like he's going to get the 1-out 1-back spot, but Viva Macau eventually presses on. Look at Pellier, he's got Dr. Dino into the perfect spot in the orange colours on the rail running third, and he's got the second horse behind him, Kijano. This is where the pace just tends to drop off a little bit when Viva Macau gets the lead. He just puts the brakes on a little bit here, Darren Beedman. The French mare McLear's caught wide, and eventually Ryan Moore decides, well, you know, I'm an old-time waltzer if I just sit here, so I've got to get going and got to do something. Vital King's been caught out wide on the track as well. Dylan Thomas is back second last, and he's got it all to do from there. This is where the pace starts to increase a little bit. The French mare goes up as they go into the back. Put some pressure on now Vasoni and also Viva Macau. This increases the tempo, and also in the process of this happening, you can see Dr. Dino and Kijano also getting shuffled back a little bit in the field, and they've got Dylan Thomas behind them, and Ever Bright is actually in the purple colours, 3 wide trailing Vital King, and he comes wide. Macleya now surges to the lead from Viva Macau, and Sumion, he's up to the task. Every time something goes, he always goes with them and keeps himself into a viable spot for when they turn into the stretch. The mare goes clear now, Macleya, from Bassoni, who has done a remarkable job considering he's been up on the pace, and you've got the winner and the second place getter coming from back near the rear. The winner, Dr. Dino, in the orange. Now he's 4 back, and Kijano's off the rail on his outside in the yellow. They have been shuffled back. Ever Bright goes before them, and you can see Dylan Thomas, well, he's back on the rail and looks no hope at all from getting into the picture from there. They turn in, the sprint goes on. Kijano got carted off the track a little bit when Ever Bright went a little wide, but Dr. Dino Pellier persisted for runs between horses. The gap opened up at the 250, and when the staying test came to fruition, Dr. Dino was able to go stronger than Kijano. Bassoni went for the race at the 200, and he's fought on strongly, but Dr. Dino cuts him back with a 50 to go. Kijano tries valiantly, and Bassoni in third, but it's Dr. Dino's